Discovery Station Houston on the big loop for Steve, Scott, and the timelines.
Station's listening. Discovery's listening.
Okay, looking at the timeline, we're running about an hour late this evening. Our preference down here, though, would be to go ahead and press through ELC4 install. That would get you to bed a little late, but we'd be able to let you sleep in 30 minutes longer in the morning. That time would come out variously out of post-sleep prep work and transfer, and tomorrow's sleep would be at the planned time. What's your preference?
Press.
Press. Copy, press.
That exchange is the sign that both shuttle commander and station commander agree with the plan proposed by the flight control teams in Houston, that they will continue to work to try to complete the ELC4 installation this evening. The understanding that that may get them to sleep later than their scheduled sleep time tonight. They will get an extra 30 minutes of sleep in the morning. Their wake-up time will move 30 minutes later tomorrow, understanding that that's going to take some time away from planned transfer time for some EV crew members and post-sleep time out of the others. The proposal voiced up by Station Capcom Stan Love, he got a very quick response from both commanders that they continue to press tonight on the work to get it completed. That would mean that tonight's scheduled start of the sleep period at 9:23 for the station crew and 9:53 for the shuttle crew may in fact be delayed, and that the scheduled wake-up time tomorrow morning, currently at 5:53 a.m. for both crews, would be pushed half an hour to 6:23 a.m. on Sunday.
And Houston Station for Robo, going for the grapple.
We're watching.
That was Mission Specialist Mike Barrett confirming that he and Nicole Stott are ready to proceed, and now we've got a close-up view of the latching end defector of Canadarm2, and within moments it should start moving into grapple, this grapple fixture on the mobile base system. When the grapple is complete, then there is a relatively short set of procedures to be done to establish that this will become the new working base for Canadarm2. And they'll begin to move through the checklist and the procedures to have the arm release its grip at the other end on the underside of Node 2.
Station Houston on 2 for T2. We're wondering if it's okay to power cycle it now.
Dan, let me check. And while I have you, I'm doing carbon dioxide measurements, and both of the units in the kit that was called out are low battery or battery dead. So see if they've got a suggestion for which batteries to put in which unit.
Checking. And Katie, we have a location for one new battery for you.
Go ahead, Houston.
Okay, we think the CDMK in Lab 1, Deck 4, Bravo 2 has a good battery in it. Should be number 1297.
That's the battery number?
Yeah, that's the serial number on the battery.
That is actually the serial number on the unit on unit 1015, and that's the battery that's inside that's dead.
Oh, so much for that idea. We'll see if we can find you another one.
I can read you the ones in the kit real quick. I'll be right there if you like.
Checking.
Now, very slowly, the latching end effector of Canadarm2 is being moved to grapple, a new payload data grapple fixture on the mobile base system that will become its new base of operations to complete the installation of Express Logistics Carrier 4.
And Katie for CO2 monitor batteries. Okay, we weren't expecting any other batteries to be in the CDMKs. If there are others there, we expect those to be marked discharged. If that is the case, you can find yet another battery in the CSACP support kit. That's in Lab 1, Deck 4, Alpha 2, and the battery number is 1420.
Okay, Stan, that's all clear, and yes, well, there are actually 2, 4, 6 batteries in this kit, and they are all checked, discharged, as you said.
Copy, thanks. And Katie, a correction, the battery number in the CSACP resupply kit is 1422.
Copy, thanks. And Stan, I have VelociCalc measurements for you whenever it's a good quiet time for y'all.
We'll take them, Katie.
Okay, there's 12 measurements. Number 1 is 1180, 1180. 2, 1250, 1250. 3, 1030, 1030. 4, 1250, 1250. 5, 1260, 1260. 6, 980, 980. 7, 1385, 1385. How copy so far?
All good so far.
Okay, 8 is 1370, 1370. 9 is a number I'm going to have to, 9 is 1100, 1100. 10 is 600, 600. 11 is 510, 510. And 12 is 590. Those bottom ones are different because, are so much lower, I think, because of where they're called out. They're at the very bottom of the vent, so it didn't surprise me that they'd be lower.
We expect that, and thanks for those numbers.
Station Houston, big loop for robotics. We see you driving latches. Looking ahead, step 11.4. We can verify that the payload and PDGF power inhibits are in place.
You must be clairvoyant. I was just about to call you. Very good. We'll continue with step 11.4.
Copy and concur.
Capcom Stan Love's call to Mike Barrett, indicating that the ground sees that the latches of the latching end defector are in motion to grapple this new grapple fixture. The crew's been given the go to proceed with the procedure beyond that as they move through the steps to establish a new base of operations for Canadarm2. Once this part of the work is complete, the next step is to release the grip of the other end of Canadarm2 from the grapple fixture on the underside of the Harmony module. And then Barrett and Stott can fly that open hand to once again grapple the Express Logistics Carrier 4, which is being held by the Space Shuttle's robotic arm, which will by that time have maneuvered it into the proper hand-back position.
Moscow.
Moscow, guys.
Moscow Station and SG2.
Hey, Mike.
The robotics officer in the space station flight control room reports a good grapple of PDGF-1 on the mobile base system at 6:58 Houston time. Ground standing by for the crew to give them a go to initiate the base change for Canadarm2.
To the station for Robo, we see ourselves complete with the grapple cleanup. You are go for SSRMS operator base change.
We'll put the base change in work, Mike. Thanks for your efforts.
Okay, thanks, Dan. And on the big loop, SRMS operator, you are go for maneuver to the ELC-4 handback.
And
Mike, in work.
Barrett sends the message they were waiting for. Space station controllers will begin to make the changes to establish a new base of operations for Canadarm2 on the mobile base system, and Space Shuttle's robotic arm has gotten the go to maneuver ELC-4 into the proper handback position. the installation of Express Logistics Carrier 4. His procedure is moving along without any trouble to this point.
Hey, Mike, just want to make sure you said we're go for maneuver to ELC4 handback. Yeah, Steve, you have a go for the handback maneuver. Okay, we're about to move.
And this is a camera on the Space Shuttle's robotic arm looking down the length of the arm, and you can see the ELC-4 being held in position with that spare heat rejection system radiator installed on its one side. Shuttle crew members will now maneuver.
Station Houston for Scott and N2 transfer.
Go ahead, Houston.
Yes, Scott, ground commanding is complete, and we are ready for you to do step 5.1 to open valve 13, and that's your last step in this procedure for today.
Okay, Mark.
Shuttle Station Complex is now 220 miles above Western Africa and in the middle of a night pass. The station's robotic arm is maneuvering the Express Logistics Carrier 4 into the hand-back position, get it properly set up so that it can be re-grappled by the space station's Canadarm2 once the base change is complete. Mike Barrett and Nicole Stott have already grappled the grapple fixture on the mobile base system on the front side of the truss.